Do you like hot fudge sundaes?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 138 of Geek Each Week Live. I am one of your hosts, Christopher Long from Long's Toys, and I am joined by my good buddies Aresol. What's up, Aresol?
Hello.
And we got Frozen Stratos, aka Corey.
Hello.
What is going on? As you can see, we are down to 60% geek this week. Geek each week.
Each one of us is going to leave next week.
Place your bets now. But yeah, we'll soldier on here. So in the chat, we got Edward Tanzer, Chili Eilish, Ryder, Bryn Paints, Chenix, Jeff, AJMC, Eric. What's up, Eric? Galen Molina, Thrasher. What's up, Thrasher? Blade Raider, Liz. What's up, Liz? Floof, Azure, everyone. Hello, thank you.
Hello, chat.
Yeah, Floof is correct. There's a lot of Transformer stuff this week, and it's all text. So everyone get excited.
Yay, reading! I don't even know how to do that.
Reading is fun. Demental. Anyway, so yeah, well, I guess I'll go first because Rye is not here. I did not get a ton. I did get probably the last amiibo I'll ever buy. But they did Sora. So I had to get Sora. I don't know if I have every Smash. I was thinking about it the other day. If I don't have every Smash Brothers one, I probably am pretty close. So I don't know. Maybe I'll look into that. But then again, it's probably too hard to get now. So whatever. Last week I talked about the Batman figures. The final one came in. So you can see. Now, in the picture, it just shows Batman with red eyes, and I thought it was a robot. But I think this is actually from an episode where something happened and he was like temporarily blinded. And so he had to come up with this like helmet thing to help him see. Oh. And then he put the cowl over top of it eventually. And that's why the eyes are red of the cowl. So I'm going to try to pop this head off and just pop the head on from the first Batman so I can have a regular Batman that is, knock on wood, assuming that this one's ball joint doesn't shatter as soon as I try to move it like the last two that I've had. So new wave, hoping they fixed these issues. We'll see.
I hate how like a lot of modern toys you buy a new thing to repair the old one that you bought.
Well, I didn't actually buy the old one. So the first one I bought during one of those like 25 off 100 things.
Uh-huh.
So when I went to return it, because it was I went into the app because I bought it online, and I was like, I need to return this or it's broken. And they're like, well, we'll just give you your money back. We don't care. Like, just, you can keep it. And here's your, but they only gave me like $20 back because the 25 off of 100, they like figure out the price per item. And so I was like, well, I paid $3 for the Build-A-Fig pieces because those were fine. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I still have a Batman with one leg that I think I've told you guys I pose on the bike so you can't see he doesn't have a leg on the other side. So I really only paid $3 for some Build-A-Fig pieces. That's the way I look at it. I'm fine with that. Not a big deal. Then I went to the store while the sale was still going on. I bought a second one. And that one also snapped immediately. So I just put that back in the box, took it right back to the store, and they just gave me the full refund of what I paid for it. So I've been through two of them, but I only paid $3. So this one I paid for, but like I said, fingers crossed it works. I also decided to grab this. So this is one of these Master of the Universe Mega Construct sets. And this one was exclusive to Mattel's website. And I had just never really gotten around to buying it, but I was pre-ordering another figure. And the problem, they do a lot of figures that are exclusive to their website, which is not a big deal. But because they're all pre-orders, you have to pay like the full $7 shipping per figure, like every time. It never works out. And I got tired of doing that because it basically doubles or, 1.5 times the price of the figure. And I was like, well, I never picked this up, so I'll just put the two things in the cart together, and then they only charged me the one shipping. So I was like, all right, cool. So it's like I paid $3 shipping. And since this was exclusive to them anyway, it's never going to go on sale. So I figured I might as well just get it.
I did not know they were still making them.
They're not. Like, I think that's the last one. At least that's the most recent one, and it's been a while. And the funny thing is, so this is Eternia. And if you know anything about Eternia, it's supposed to be 3 towers. So this is the center tower, and then you can kind of see them here in the background. There's a snake tower, and then there's a castle. So I don't know if that was like, to do all of that, it would be like a 100+ sets. So we don't want to do that. So we're going to put this out, and if this sells well, maybe we'll go back and do the other 2 in a second set.
So it's more like Attorney.
Yeah, it's like Attorney minus. Yeah, it's like yeah. But in any case, it's got some great figures and it's got a cool vehicle, so I definitely wanted to get it. And honestly, what you get looks fine. I don't.
130.
There it is.
There.
You got there. It took a minute.
Workshopping it.
We took a minute, but it got there. Good work.
Oh my god!
What happened? What are we laughing at?
Oh, no.
So this is one Freedom Eternia. Is that what you're telling me right now? The other 2 are nowhere to be found.
That's right.
So yeah, I don't know if they'll ever go back and do the other 2. I'd like them to, but I don't know if they will or not. But still should have some good stuff. I still want to get Snake Mountain. It started out at some weird price. It was like $119 or $319. It was some very specific number, and it's gone on Amazon now for like $140. So I'm just like, we can go lower when it hits. I think when it hits like under 100, when it hits 99, I'll finally pull the trigger on it. But I'm waiting on that one. This I decided to grab. So Entertainment Earth was having like their outlet deals, and this is a massive Silverhawks Ultimate from Super 7. As you can see, it's very large, but it was still the normal price of like $60, and I got it for $20, which is what I like to pay for Super 7 Ultimates. And I just saw online that they've marked it down again into like $15. So I'm like, man, I should have waited an extra week. But it's only $5. I still paid 1/3 the price, so I'm happy to do that. But I wanted to get free shipping, and so I was looking at what they had, and they had this older Ninjago set that I thought looked really cool. It's like these 2 boats. And I watched a video online before I bought it, and it looks really awesome. Like, I love the color schemes and the minifigs included and everything. So very, very neat. And because the people online get like 10% off, I got this for 10% off of 20, and then this for 10% off. It was full retail, but it's older, so I feel like to pay retail, 10% less of retail for a retired set, I'm usually pretty happy with that. So that was all that. And then the last thing I got was a Mandarake box. And I don't really remember what's in it. But I have it here out of the box, all shrink wrapped together. So I thought we could open it and see what I bought. I don't think there's a ton in here. Oh, yeah. So I think I've showed these off before, but they did these. This is Kabaya. Kabaya did these little like model kit transformers, and I've reviewed a couple of them, but they did a couple of gestalts. And what they did was they did basically the core units of the gestalt teams, like Silver Bowl and Hotspot, and then they just did random limbs. And so like this one seems to be Protectobot themed to go with the Hotspot. But they also did one that was like all jets, but the jets weren't like 100% the aerial bots. Like they had different color schemes and stuff, so that you can kind of use them with whoever you want. But I didn't even know these existed, so I was excited to to pick these up. So it says that it's a full set of them, but I really don't know how you tell because they're really not like the picture on the front is exactly the same. So
Do they
we'll
have a hole
see.
in the back that has a number through it? Because I've seen kits that do that.
There's a hole on the front.
Oh, okay. And that might show you the bag and the number on it. I don't know.
No, it's just showing me instructions.
Oh, okay. Well,
But in any case, they were like 200. They were like 200 yen a piece, so I don't even care. They were so cheap. I also got a Yummy.
Ooh, yummy!
So I can Barmy build that. And then I got one of these, and I think it's already been opened. I think it's the black one. I don't remember which one I got when I bought the box. But these were a couple hundred yen a piece too. They weren't too bad.
Nice.
And then I got this. I'm like 99% sure I didn't buy this yet. But even if I did, it was like $3 or $4. So I'm like, if I have an extra one, I don't care. But that's the Oneness Core ID. And then I got this box. Now these are Converge, but it's Cybermen. And so I was thinking Converge Cybermen might go well with the reason I bought the box, which is Shoto's Super Broly, which I think is either the second to last or third to last one I need to have all of these. I'm getting pretty close to finishing this off. And then the last thing I just threw this in here for fun was just a Converge Dodoria. I don't know why I like Dodoria. I don't know why. He's just fun. He's not going to scale with anything else that I have, but he was like 500 yen, and I was just like, he's cool, and he's coming with me. So, yeah, that is it for me, I think. So, yeah, I'm done.
All right. Well, guess what? There you go. Do it. All right, so Boon Boonjer is coming out.
Yeah.
So I decided to catch up on last year's Sentai.
That's the time to do it.
I don't know. With it coming to an end, I don't own anything King Oger, so I decided to get something. I don't plan on getting anything else, but this is the second one they sent me because the first one got lost.
Oh, damn.
And I had to get them to send a replacement.
Damn.
But,
well, that's good. At least you got it.
Yeah. It took over a week for them to even let me contact them to get a replacement for the first one. And this got here in 2 days.
Nice.
Jesus.
So.
Did you buy it from Amazon?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, you wait, and then it's on Amazon, and then you don't have to worry about, they'll just replace anything. So that's good.
Yeah. I kind of only go through Amazon anymore for Toku stuff. Unless it's, premium.
Yeah. I mean, they have a shockingly good selection of stuff that's Prime eligible, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
All right. But that does it for me. So Corey's up.
Also, real quick before you start, Corey, Blade Raider said at least you don't have to find space for the crowdfunded Eternia. Well, I did also buy that. It is a huge box, and it is downstairs. I cannot show that. I was not bringing that here. Will not. I don't even think it'll fit behind my desk.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Corey, real quick.
Out of my way!
Perfect.
Great, thanks. Okay, now I will start.
Wait, but before no, I'm just kidding.
No, so I did get something in this week that was big and impressive, but also incredibly dirty. So I'm in the process of washing it and cleaning it right now. I'll tell you guys after.
I don't want to know.
That sounds wrong.
Don't worry. But yeah, I've also been going through the process since I've been buying more Clone Troopers. I'm catching up on some vintage collection clones that I missed. They're all right. They are the characters that they should be. They're just I want to say like, yeah, they're shorter than they're a little short for clone troopers, you know, and the
Really?
heads
Are
are
they
a
less
bit
than
bigger.
3 3/4?
Where's my ruler?
You were using it to measure that thing that you're cleaning that's so dirty.
That's right. Yeah. I had my ruler around here. Oh, here it is. I was actually using it to measure my room, and then I realized this is not long enough to measure my room with.
That looks like
So I
a
just stopped
line
doing
of
it.
condoms.
That's right. Yeah. I keep those on hand. So a standard clone trooper. That's
That's a
I wanna
little
say
bigger.
3 and 3, a little
Yeah, it's
bigger.
almost 4.
And then, you see, it's paper and from TJ Maxx, so that's right at 3 and 3/4.
Well, there you go. What are you complaining
This one's
about?
a little taller, but I'm complaining because all my other ones don't fit these guys.
So that guy's a little shorter, okay?
But
Not
all
all
the
clones
ARC
are made the
troopers-
same.
All the ARC troopers that are supposed to have like a lot more armor and all this shit, they're a little
I guess my
shorter.
question is, if they're all 3 3/4 inch, how is one smaller than the other?
I know. No, I agree. But you know, they made these in what 2005 and maybe later than that. I don't remember. And then these more recently. Either way, they're like also proportionally not as like chunky. The real issue I had, and he didn't come like this. I just, you know, I ended up taking him apart. But I got the Big Bad Toy Store Battlefront 2 one. I took him apart because I was like, well, I bought it and I'm not sending it back, so I might have to use it for custom fodder. But his helmet, I think, is too small. And I tried to I was like, well, it's supposed to go on the figure. Let me see if I push it past a certain point and maybe it'll get easier. It never got easier. The head got stuck inside. And I had to use oil. I had to use I had to heat up the whole thing. I had to
you really should
try that shit
force
out.
it. You should lube up first.
Yeah,
And
you're
then-
right. You're right.
I was gonna say this whole clone segment is very, very double.
Oh
entendre.
yeah. But yeah, his head got stuck. I finally pried it open and got it out. So I was
Did you break it? It looked broken.
The whole figure? Or
Yeah.
I started taking it apart anyway. It's not. I can probably fit the pieces back, but I'm like, well, if I have and I started playing around with just a base 3 3/4 inch antenna mold body. I could potentially put all his shit onto this one dude, and see if I can make an actual proportional ARC trooper out of it. And since I have this one, he's already the head, his paint all got scratched on his face now. Since I had to pry it out of there, I was trying to leverage it. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll just treat this one as a loss and see if I can retrofit this armor onto an older clone trooper. So that's what I'm gonna attempt to do, and if it works out, I kind of want to do that to all of these guys, and hopefully that works out. I have no idea.
All right.
Yeah. That's those guys. Also, check this out. I set up new lights.
Oh, that's right. Woo!
I don't know where my lightsaber is to.
We might have footage of that somewhere.
We do, yeah. I don't want to get everyone a seizure.
There it is. Oh, so you just have a color wheel on your phone that you can make it go
Yeah.
through? Oh, that's cool.
But I can also This also reacts to music, as well as I can do rainbow pulsating. I don't know.
Pulsating. You
I
said.
guess it slowly changes.
Oh, okay.
But I can up the speed. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that's working. That's doing it. All right. Either way.
It's a full-on rave in there.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, this is fun. This is neat. It brought more light to my room, so I'm happy about it. I think that's it. I had some Brazilian food today. It was delicious. It's a local place. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah. That's my ups.
Are you gonna leave it on like that?
Oh, I mean, it actually doesn't like upset my eyes, but if it's hurting your guys' eyes,
It wasn't hurting my eyes. It's just
No,
I wasn't
okay.
sure if you.
What are you going with, orange?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it like a regular, like regular light. I also have just my lamps on that also change color. I finally set it up on my phone too, so all my shit can be rainbow.
What button descends the disco ball?
Yeah, let's see.
And deploys the glow
party.
sticks.
Okay, that's neat. Hold on. That's my other light. Just on its own. Yeah, okay. Anyway, yeah, okay. We got news. Let's do that. Hold on. I gotta get that to stop partying. Okay. Hey, there's news.
Yeah.
Soda Pop, 8 ounce.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some. So in the blog, it just said, what was it? There was just a part that said, "It's about mysterious animals." So I just made that the title of the episode. I don't know why. Is that part of the opening? I have no idea. I just thought it was funny.
I can't tell from this picture, but I wish that the gorilla had, like, the gorilla's legs. Like, I know that's how the original was, but I wonder if he has knees, because, like, the robot would have knees. But then I guess the knees would be under his chest piece in this mode, so I don't know.
I'll be honest.
He's got really thin arms, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest. It's about mysterious animals is as far as I got in the blog, so I don't actually know if
it looks good though.
Those legs move. Yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm ready for it. And someone said that we'll probably Blade Raider just said, "Give me those Shotos." I'm sure they will.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't. I'm looking through the what is it? In-hand sample blog. And it doesn't show that the legs are too articulate. But I could be wrong.
They don't look it.
For the gorilla, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But someone can correct me. I don't really. Oh wow! They have the gorilla holding the sword at the end. That's great. Okay. Check out the blog. It's full of fun stuff. But that's this guy.
I'm trying to remember what
go check out another news.
I'm trying to remember what the other mecha were. There was the bull for the 6th,
right?
But they didn't combine. And then there were those two other, like there was the blue and the red, like little 5-man vehicles.
One was a rhino, right?
Yeah,
I think. They were made up of like smaller vehicles.
Yeah, there's like little five little vehicles that
I think there was a larger carrier as well.
Oh yeah, that shark thing. That would be cool actually. I bet I could see them doing that. So yeah, we'll see. I don't know. That'll be neat.
Yeah.
I'll see how crazy they get with it. It's just kind of a bummer that like there's not a lot of cross compatibility. You know what I mean? Like I think you can put, if they make the shark big enough, you're supposed to be able to put the little vehicles from the Rhino, I think, inside them. But
Blade Raider's saying there's a bull, a set of jets, tanks, and a carrier.
Giga
Yeah.
Rhinos, Giga Phoenix, Gigabytus? I've never heard the Japanese names.
Gigabytus? What about Terabytus?
What about gingivitis?
Oh no, that's all bad. But yeah, so we'll see. I don't, like I said, it was a Sentai where there weren't a lot of, like, it wasn't like you kept building on, you know what I mean? It was just 4 separate robots.
Oh, okay.
A lot of individual ones, as opposed
Yeah,
to.
I mean, they were cool. I could see them definitely doing the bull because I feel like that would be easy enough.
Mm-hmm.
They could probably even put the Shoto inside of it if they wanted to, because that's how the original toy worked. And I would think that the scale is not far off if they wanted to do that.
Oh, sweet. I might need to get that then.
Like, right, you could picture a Shoto fitting inside. Like, if it was made that this was hollow, like,
I'll
just
be honest,
proportionally wise.
I don't have any sort of memory of Gingaman Mecha.
I'm just saying, if you're looking at this robot on the screen,
oh,
if it was, say, one solid piece and the insides were hollow, a Shoto figure could probably fit inside.
I mean,
like,
if
the legs
it were
would
hollow,
go down
yeah.
into the legs. Yeah, that's how the bull works. Like, because it's just a bull that
Oh,
the bull stands up and then his chest opens and a figure went inside of it.
Oh,
So I was
don't
saying,
know.
if you're thinking of mini plus scale, I think you could fit a Shoto in there. If they specifically made it for that, but I think it's fine.
I don't know, because like I feel like anytime that it would be appropriate to have like a mini pla and Shoto like dual release, they, you know, like with the ninja dude, the blue ninja guy,
Yeah.
they had 2 separate releases, one as a mecha and one as a Shoto figure. So I just
but that was because he got larger. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not the same situation here. The figure just went inside the toy.
And that is specifically how that mech functions too. So it's I feel like it'd be unavoidable, right? Unless you just.
I mean, the other thing they could do is put the Shoto set out,
put the
Shoto set out of the 5, and then put the Shoto and the mecha in a box together, since it's supposed to fit. I think they could do it. I mean, like I said,
his costume changes too.
He loses the cape. Yeah, he loses. Yeah, that's true. So they could maybe do the regular version in the box with the 5, and then do the special mecha version in the box with the mini plot. So that way you buy 2. That's just synergy, my friends. Anyway, we're just wildly speculating, but I think they could pull it off.
Okay. Cool. Moving on.
Yeah. Should be good. I mean, there's a lot of... I saw this. I love this. I love that you taped it
I separated them before, and I didn't know how to put them back, so I used some painter's tape.
Yeah, some painter's tape.
Try to get it back there.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, we got Kamen Rider news. This gold fella.
Yeah, so now is this supposed to be his final form?
No.
Still no?
Really? No?
Good Chart has a ridiculous amount of forms.
This is just the add-on to Iron. Gotcha.
Right. So the one in the middle here on the right is the 10-liner just by itself.
Yeah.
And then when he puts the little hopper on top of it, we get the one all the way to the left.
Yeah.
But it's still not his final form.
No, because we know, was it Rainbow Gotchard is coming?
Oh, right. The same time we saw that legend with the lion's mane thing. I'm telling you, man, this guy, he has had so many damn forms. It's crazy. It's got to be a record. Like, and I'm not talking about, like, everybody has those kind of, like the entry form, but then they have the forms that are, like, the same level as those. Like, for him, it was, like, you know, Abre Scabos and an Ant Wrestler and those kind of forms. But I'm saying, like, the new level forms, he's got to have, what does he have, 4 or 5 so far? It's crazy.
Yeah, because he has Super, then he has Fire, and then Iron and Platinum.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
I mean, I like Platinum. I think it looks cool. I like the color scheme.
Yeah, it's very sleek.
Yeah. I mean, you got the white and the teal, kind of like Live's color scheme, really, if you think about it. It's like Live and Evil. They're back, guys. We got Live and Evil. They're right here the whole time. And then we have a civilian form, which we've seen since episode 1, so that's not exciting.
All right. I think that was it.
Yeah,
There wasn't anything else, right? Okay. Sentai news. We had the press conference last
Yeah, for a
weekend.
second I was like, why are we advertising something that happened a week ago? And then I was like,
Oh,
we're
this is just the intro
yeah,
slide.
we're just recapping
Yeah.
it. No, I got there, but for a second I was like, wait, why are we doing this? Happened already?
You ready for this weekend? Well, we're gonna watch it again.
Yeah, you ready for last weekend? Well, it doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, we got a trailer. We got a feel for the stuff. I'm
Yeah, it looked
liking
neat.
it so far.
Yeah, I'm in. I mean, the helmets are stupid, but everything else I'm on board.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting used to it.
I feel like I probably am too, and like I'm not going to keep harping on it for a year, but I'm just saying it's the only part of the show I don't like so far.
Yeah.
The mecha looks super fun. I'm in 100% for the mecha. It looks great.
Yeah, I love the look of the mech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the way
they're just straight up using the suit as its own character.
Yeah. He's a little dude.
He's like an alien. Someone said, I think Matt said he's like an alien or something. They said at one point.
Oh.
He's like a transformer, and they just lives with them, I guess. So that's cool.
And he's voiced by Ash Ketchum.
That's true. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's why he's like, for the cars, you got to catch them all.
Mm-hmm. Here's what villains look like.
Yes. So you have apparently Matt was telling us that they are a like space mafia, because of course. That's why this Guido on the left has the most fabulous hair you've ever seen. I can say that I'm Italian. It's fine.
What does that mean?
He's like a Goomba. He's like an Italian
like
gangster.
a goon?
Well, no, never mind. We're moving on. Anyway, so I don't think he's the ultimate big bad dude. I think he's just like probably not. Leader we'll start with, and then someone else will make themselves known at some point. And then you have this lady here in the middle, who put on 2 different boots by accident when she woke up this morning. I don't know. She almost looks like she's got cat ears. I don't know if
she looks very cat-like. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see. And then we got this little dude over here on the right. I don't know what's going on with this
dude. True big bad.
This
small car thing.
Yeah. It's like someone, if a demon possessed your kid's Power Wheels, that's what's going on over here. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that the cars and stuff are sentient like it was in Go Onger. Obviously this guy is, but I don't know if the cars will be for the Boom Boomgers.
Doesn't seem like the individual ones will. I imagine they'll probably just stick with the
robot
trailer. Yeah. But
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, these are your villains to start.
Also, here are the people that we're going to be seeing for the next year. Asian man cast in Japanese show.
Breaking news: Asian man cast in Japanese children's programming.
But we also got a better look at like Orange and Black's gear. It's like, is that their changer is different?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, see, it's funny because on the press conference, I think they were all wearing the same one, probably because they didn't want to show off theirs yet. But it looks like theirs integrates into their weapon just like the charger can connect to the handle for the main 3. So that's kind of cool.
I think their weapon looks a little cooler than the main 3s. But
yeah, I don't know. It's not. I feel like the sword's all right. The axe is literally just like the sword took a cold shower. Because it just droops over and now it's an axe. And I'm just okay,
I see what's going on.
Like
does it have a long range form? Like
I don't think
the
so.
other one had a
Yeah, and I feel like it should be like a sword or like a crossbow or something. You know what I mean? Like you said,
Right,
it should have
right.
a. I don't need 2 melee weapons. What's the point of that? Like that doesn't make any damn sense. But I guess their changer was always in our face because I had always seen that just on the axe and didn't even know it came off. You
True.
know what I mean? Like
True. Yeah.
I didn't know that piece came off, so it was kind of hiding in
Mhm.
plain sight. But yeah, they haven't really fully unveiled, like at least at the press conference, they didn't fully unveil their weapon / changer. And like I said, I think I'd have to go back and look, but I think, oh no, Bryn says only the 3 had it. Okay, they weren't wearing one. Okay. For some reason, I thought I saw him come out with one on, but I'll trust you guys because I wasn't super paying attention to that. But yeah, so apparently the red guy owns a shipping service, and blue and pink work for him. That's what I was told.
Oh, okay.
So we had Taro working for a shipping company. This guy's leveled up. He owns the damn shipping company. So yeah, should
so
be neat.
that's tire. Then we have meter.
Yeah, they all have the stupidest names, but like in a great way. So yeah, it's like tire, meter, shift. I can't remember what the other two's names are. I'm sure you guys know.
Joe Axel? X.
Yeah, that sounds right. Joe Axel.
Emba Break.
Yes. So there you go.
Oh,
They all have car names.
okay.
So yeah, there you go.
All right. Oh, something that I don't know if this was shown before or I didn't clock it until the trailer or anything, but Pink uses the weapon just as like a hammer or an axe.
At least in the trailer, she was
Okay.
holding on to the blade part and just using it like a mallet. Yeah.
Is that like a non-standard use, or because it looks like she's just doing it here?
I don't
Isn't that the
know.
third
Yeah,
mode?
I don't know if there's a learning curve. I don't know. I don't know if that's something that's only
There's a learning curve of holding your melee
Yeah,
weapon correctly.
I don't know.
Yeah, it looks fun.
I just like that it's not sharp enough that she can hold the blade, but then when she hits someone with it, it'll send off sparks. So you figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's how it works.
But yeah,
Alright.
they're cool. I
Yeah.
like it. I'm excited for next week. Yeah.
Is
The
this
Venga
how,
bus is coming.
is this like those like really nasty looking Sentai trains that they gave it? Just like the Sentai pasted onto the side of it?
Yeah, the really basic.
Okay.
I don't know. That's a decent guess because it doesn't look like this one transforms. At least when I look at it, I don't see any obvious
Mhm.
seams or spring-loaded pieces or anything like that. So I also, forgive me, it's been a minute since I've seen Go-Onger, but I don't. Does this vehicle have anything to do with Go-Onger? I feel like it doesn't, but I could be wrong.
No, I mean, if it was an RV,
Yeah,
that would make sense.
that's what I was gonna say.
Right.
Like, to me, this looks more like the bus from Ninja. Not Ninja, I'm sorry, Kaku Ranger. Remember they had that tiger bus that they used to drive around and sell crepes in?
Yeah.
So, but I thought I saw somewhere there was a leak or something where they said that they're like, it seems like that any significant vehicles from Sentai history are going to get, something like this in the candy toy or whatever.
Yeah.
So when I first saw this, I was like, oh, is that the van or truck or whatever from Kaku Ranger? And then I saw the Go-Ongers and I was like, did the Go-Ongers have a school bus? Because I don't remember that. I'm like, they did have a significant vehicle, that silver bullet looking thing that they drove around in, and I'm like, would have made total sense to make that, but here we are. So I don't know.
This is what Floof is saying.
It's called Boom Boom Legend Bus.
So Floof, are you saying that we're gonna get like 50 buses by the time this is over, and they're all just gonna have different stickers on the side?
Do you load the bus in? A bus then is summoned, and they walk out of the bus like, "Hey guys, what's up? We're here. You rang."
All of the crossovers for this series happened via a school bus.
Yes.
Right.
They all just get on the school bus and drive to meet each other with their bag lunches. And then all together they go to Colonial Williamsburg. It's fantastic. Everyone has a great time, except nobody has a great time at Colonial Williamsburg. I don't know. I don't know what this is. It's interesting. I think it comes with a magazine. I think I even have it pre-ordered already. We'll see how it goes.
Can someone make a magical
Miss
version of the
Frizzle
sticker?
is driving that. Wonderful. Yeah, all I can think of is they're saying RPM Blue had a bus. And I'm like, well, RPM, yeah, was he driving that? I can't remember. There was an episode of RPM where he took the school bus around and picked people up.
That's true, yeah.
So, yeah. But I seriously doubt that's what they're referencing, but who knows? So, yeah, I don't know. Legends Sentai Bus. There you go. So we'll see what it does. Like I said, don't think it transforms. I think it's going to be candy toy quality, and it seems like the candy toy ones are just bricks. They don't they can still connect, like it'll have most likely have a port on the underside, so you could just slap a brick arm onto the guy, but it won't transform or do anything. So
okay,
we'll see.
Imagine all the go-oners are just in that bus riding, like
yeah, they're just flying around. But like the entire side is made of windows.
Yeah,
you know, like an Alaskan airline flight.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes.
Star Wars news. I don't know if there was any more of the other one, but
I don't know.
Battlefront Classic Collection got revealed. I'm very excited.
Yeah, this is neat. So I think at first
they're adding new stuff too.
Oh, are they really? That's cool.
Yeah, I think it was Kit Fisto and another Jedi.
That's cool.
Wars.
Because I remember. So, if I remember correctly, the first Battlefront was for like PS2, and then I think the second one I had for Xbox, I want to say, and then they redid Battlefront for like PS4, but that was a different game completely, right?
So it's Asajj Ventress and Kit Fisto.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And I think it's a bunch of new maps. DLC maps are included. Okay.
But this is the first and second like original game from back in the PS2 Xbox era.
Yeah.
Not the one because didn't they do it was called Battlefront 2, wasn't it, for PS4?
Oh, you mean the DICE one?
The DICE one?
The EA?
I don't know. Wasn't this one made by EA too?
I thought this one was the one with the gas mask.
What?
No.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
That company?
Oh, that's their logo. I don't know. I honestly don't know. All I know is there was a Battlefront 2 I used to play on original Xbox, and it was amazing. And then they did a Battlefront game for PS4, and I got it, and it wasn't as good.
So that's the one that started with a whole bunch of like pay to win shit, and then I think some sort of ruling body said, "Hey, that's actually incredibly illegal the way that you've made this set up. None of this can be paid, or whatever." So they swapped their whole model and made it okay.
Yeah, Astronaut says they rebooted it. Okay, because was that the one where
Pandemic? You had That's what it was with the gas mask.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. How prophesizing of them. Anyway, so was the newer one was the one where you started out as that like special squadron with the chick from the League and True Blood and other things that she appeared in. She was the basis for the character model. Okay.
Yeah. Also, I was watching this video about like, the modding community is hoping it'll be easily modded, but it turns out in the original game there was like a spelling error in some of the code, and that meant that like one or two of the models weren't playable. So they're just hoping someone could go in and clean that up and hopefully one of those will get in.
Maybe
There's
that's
also,
where Kit Fisto and Asajj Ventress are coming from. Maybe they've been hiding in the game for 20 years.
Yeah, there were also a handful of voice clips and like music files that weren't added in correctly in the initial game, so they're hoping that gets cleaned up as well. But we'll see. I'm excited to see what this gives us.
Yeah.
And
I'm
it's
also
64
curious.
multiplayer. 64
Yeah, that's
player
cool.
multiplayer.
Now, is it online or is it only like how does that? Do you have to know those people like on your friends list, or can you just jump in like Fortnite and you just play whoever?
I don't know how it works yet. They haven't specified.
Had they set
I
a
asked
price
my
yet?
friends. I think it was like $30.
Oh, okay, that's great. Yeah, that's fine.
They're older games, you know.
Yeah. That's why I was like, don't make it full price, you know.
Yeah.
64 player online. So, but I guess that's what I'm saying. Is it 64 random people via the
you
internet?
And 64.
Do I need 64 friends? Because I don't have 64 friends. I guess
I
only need 63, I guess, but I got like 6 friends, so I don't know. It's not going to be. The other thing is, I liked it when the way you used to play was just like you and a friend could just play each other, and you had your clones.
There is split screen. You can have a friend over and.
Well, no, I don't want anyone at my house. What I'm saying is, what I would like to do is you buy it and I buy it, and then I can play you over the internet where just it's you and your computer clones and me and my computer clones. That's the way it used to play, but it wasn't over the internet. Like before, you did have to be local. But
yeah, we'll see. I have no idea.
I'm hoping you don't have to be, because that would be fun. Like if you and me or even whoever, like 5 or 6 of us just jump in and we 3 on this team, 3 on that team, and then everyone else is just clones.
Here's the other thing. They didn't say if it had crossplay or not, or as far as I know, I didn't hear about crossplay at all.
Oh.
I would hope that they had figured out some sort of way to make this crossplay, but
usually they do, but yeah, we'll see. Because like I know even like Ninja Turtles, I think was crossplay. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out before we buy it, and then talk to each other about what we want to buy it on.
I think the one issue that might arise with crossplay is PlayStation.
Yeah, they're always, and that's the one I want to get it for, but I don't. They're always the ones that are the stick in the mud, so we'll see. Right. We'll have to figure it out, because I'd like to stream it, but I don't. I don't know. Well, like we said, when it gets closer, I'm sure they'll hammer that all out and we'll figure it out. But
it's a toss up for me, because like if I buy it on Steam, then I also have it like on my desktop and on my Steam Deck. But my Steam Deck's kind of heavy, I've noticed, while I play it. Like I can't play for as long. So if I get it on Switch, maybe I'll do both when it goes on sale or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Get it on one and then get it on the other later.
Thrasher said he heard crossplay, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. That would be nice.
I have a different solution for you, Corey.
Yeah.
Go to Walmart and buy a set of weights.
He doesn't need to. Just do reps with the Steam Deck. You've already got it right there.
Yeah.
Just do reps with the Steam Deck. It's fine.
Yeah. That's true. Oh, I did not think of that.
But yeah, did you ever used to play the one where you had to like take over the galaxy by going from like planet to planet? I love.
Yeah, it's a good time.
I used to play with my wife, and there was like Dagobah and I think Mustafar were close to each other, and I would take the cursor and I would just make it go back and forth. So it would be like Dagobah, Dagobah, Mustafar. I don't know why. It was the stupidest thing, but I used to do it. It was so fun.
Well, hey, see, this means you don't have to have somebody over. You can just have your wife play or two.
That's true.
So, yeah, I'm excited. I would hope that good things are coming out of this one, but we'll see. But that's all for Star Wars news. There's some Gundam news.
Another game.
Yeah, Gundam Breaker 4.
I've never played any of these. How do they work?
The only one I've played is the mobile version. So I don't know, but I have heard that like some of the things people really hated about Gundam Breaker, the last few, aren't going to be in this. so hopefully it'll be better.
Do you know what
You
kind?
mean that
Is it like
that they ran poorly?
Oh, is that? I don't know. That sucks. I don't.
Running
I have no
poorly
idea.
is not going to be in this one.
if you want it to run poorly, that's viable DLC now. You'll have to pay. For
Oh,
that.
okay, yeah.
So what kind of are they fighting games? What kind of games are they? Do you know?
I don't know how to
You
describe.
run around fighting other Gundams, and then at the end of the mission, you get different parts and stuff to build your own. Oh, okay. The only Gundam game I've ever played. Well, that's not true. I played two. There was a Gundam Wing fighting game for Super Nintendo, but I think it was in Japan only. But I had an emulator for it back in college, and that was kind of fun. But then there was a PS2 game of the original Mobile Suit Gundam, and it was called Journey to Jaburo or something, and it literally played through the first half of the you started out with the RX 78, and then I think as you went on you unlocked the gun cannon and the gun tank, and then you would just play through levels where you'd have to chop up Zaku and protect people from getting attacked, and it was fun. It was a little difficult at the time. Maybe I was just bad at video games, which is very possible, but I remember that.
I don't know if these are going to be if they're going to be story missions following shows, or if it's going to be hey, you are a model builder and you're progressively building your gun plot to make it cooler and better.
Yeah.
Over time, and that's the story. Maybe both with the DLC.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
But they have some crazy. I don't know if you're definitely interested in it, Corey. Bandai's website had some crazy deluxe edition that I think came with a model kit, and yes, that's it.
This shit is beautiful.
So,
I think for $90, you get this entry grade strike.
Oh, it's got a soundtrack. That's cool too.
Yeah, it's got tons of shit for $90. I'm considering it. But here's the thing: I want it on Steam, and they only do the collector's edition for the consoles and stuff. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. But
you said this is an entry grade.
Yeah,
and it says you can switch the parts around. That's neat.
Yeah. But entry grades have been really good recently.
This one over here in the bottom right, that's an in-game cosmetic.
That's in-game, yeah.
Okay.
The recirculation colors is a model kit that exists already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you do like that color scheme, you could probably get it.
So New Gundam Breaker had an original story. This is specifically not New Gundam Breaker. I think 3 had an original story too, but the ones before that were replaying series, I think. Oh, he said it's high grade, not entry.
Oh.
All right.
Then I lied.
Thrasher says that people still play that Gundam Wing SNES game at fighting tournaments. That's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Sweet. I played it twice on my computer, and I was like, that's neat. Nice. And then I went and did something else. That's as much as.
Well, I don't care. See,
that was as much as I was like, oh, this is neat. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
But yeah, 45 song digital soundtrack. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I kind of want
Steelbook.
And I wouldn't mind having it on Switch.
Is that what I was gonna say? Do we know? Is it for all the systems?
It's for almost all. I think so, because I saw a trailer for Xbox and I saw a trailer for PS4. This does have a multiplayer component as well.
I think it's wild they're still making games for PS4
or not 4, 5.
I'm sure it's for 5, but I saw something the other day that they were putting out and it said both of them still, and I was like, wow.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Gundam Battle.
Can people really still not get the 5?
I think it's definitely easier to get now. I think people just haven't.
Oh, okay.
Because they're about to do a redesigned one. You know how they did with the PS4 Pro? I think they're about to do something similar to that, or a slim one. You know how they always do the here's the big chunky thing. We could make it slimmer, but we're not going to yet. And then they do the slim, and then they do the Pro, and try to make you buy 3 PS5s. I don't know why the hell you would, but
there we go. That's the information.
Okay, so it's for pretty much everything. Cool.
But if you buy, I think one of the digital ones, it just unlocks stuff early for you. That's about as good as it gets for you if you do digital.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, if you're gonna
Yeah, so I
buy
don't
it,
know.
if you like
Yeah.
Gundam at all, you might as well get this one because, I mean, at this point, I
Yeah.
think I saw that this was like $90 or something.
yeah,
And
for the collect. Yeah.
the game by itself is probably 60 or 70.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like for 20 to 30 bucks more, you get a bunch of stuff. You might as well if you care at all about it.
No,
I mean,
like
if you have no interest in building model kits, then fine. But
right. The only like I said, the only issue or my only hang up is that I can't get it on Steam. The only way to get it on Steam is digitally. There won't be a physical version, so I might just end up with a Switch version.
I think it's time for you to invest in the game system, Corey.
What for? Why would I do that?
Doesn't your roommate have one?
What?
You're telling me your roommate doesn't have any consoles?
He's got a Switch.
That's it? I mean, the Switch is good, don't get me wrong, but if you're looking for something to play games on that would need any kind of power to them. Yeah, I mean, I guess. But then you run into problems like this.
Yeah, I guess so.
Plus, there's a lot of games that you can't play because they're not exclusive to not PC.
Right, but I'd rather buy toys than buy video games. So
that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
All right. There's no reason to limit yourself. Buy everything.
Chris, I need to pay rent each month.
You can do that.
There is a reason to limit myself. All right. Hey, it's time for Wheeljack.
Get ready for that sweet, sweet text.
So it's cheese.
Real quick. So I guess some guy in Singapore or wherever these are normally found early found this before it was even announced in true fashion. So this guy literally honestly, it's funny that he's taking pictures of it at a McDonald's because to me it kind of looks like a McDonald's toy. It's not to say that it looks bad, but it's literally like
it's that shade of yellow.
The cheetah head just flips on the back and then he stands up, and I'm like, I got that toy from McDonald's back in the 90s. It was like a Puma or a Jaguar or something, and it literally just stood up and the cheetah head just flipped onto the back, and it looks like that's how this transforms. Again, it's not terrible. I mean, it looks like him from the show. So, I mean, I think even back when Beast Machines, the full line was out, that's how he transformed. I mean, there's not, he's not an intricate design. But, yeah, it's just funny. Apparently, he found it at a store, and then he's like, immediately go to McDonald's and take pictures in the dining room, and that's what he did. So, yeah. Honestly, the McDonald's Beast Machine line, not bad for McDonald's toys. Like I remember the McDonald's Armada toys, and they were bad. Like they're like, but they transform. I'm like, no, you stack them like building blocks. That's not combining. Like. But the Beast Wars ones were honestly pretty decent, like the way they transform. Like there was a little beetle one that I had. I think like the pincers became the chest and the legs extended down, and he had like knee articulation, and I was like, damn, McDonald's, this is kick ass. But yeah, here it is. It looks okay. You can see the fists clearly visible in the cheetah mode because it's literally he's got like the paws on the back of his forearm, so they flip forward. The head flips from the back, and he just falls down, and that's it. So,
I mean, what more can you really do with that?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think that's why they're like, let's make this the $10 one, so we don't have to pretend that there's more to it. No one will fault the $10 one. I mean, it's painted nice. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the text. So,
okay.
A while back, we saw something that said one of the collabs was Project Renaissance, and we were hoping it was Ninja Turtles. Pretty much confirmed. We're getting a Transformer turtle van, which is badass. I'm very excited about that.
Well, what is that? That robot friend they had? Is it Metalhead?
Yeah, that would be cool if it transformed into like the robot had Metalhead's head. That would be cool. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they'll do. I mean, sometimes they do like an original robot head. Sometimes they do like a character from like, you know what I mean? Like it could be a completely new Transformer. It could be Leonardo. It could be Metalhead. Like, you know what I mean? It's probably going to be like one of those 3 options. So, but we'll see. But either way, it should be pretty cool. I'm very excited for it.
Yeah.
Excuse me. These next 3 here, it's part of that Amazon capsule
Okay.
that we heard about where they're doing these 2-packs. Mayhem, I don't know, that's the name of the subline or whatever, but Voyager, Bludgeon, and Deluxe Ruckus. So I'm really hoping that's just not a straight repack of the Bludgeon they just did in Legacy Evolution, the repaint of Tarn. It might be. I hope they don't do that, but they did that with what was that tank? Impactor. Now he got like a different head.
Oh.
I think when they did it to Impactor, he had like a different head and the colors were a little different. Like it was like a darker purple. So we'll see. I don't know. I like Ruckus though. I'm excited for Ruckus. They'll probably make him out of like skids or something. I don't know. Or maybe a beachcomber. Someone said beachcomber. I could see that too. So we'll see. I don't know. The next one is 2 deluxe Insecticons, Chop Shop and Barrage. I would imagine Chop Shop will probably be made out of shrapnel because they're that same kind of beetle with the big pincers in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And
Party in
Barrage...
the back.
Huh?
Pincers in the front, party in the back.
You know how Chop Shop do.
That's right.
Barrage, I would assume, would be a retool of the other one, Bombshell, because they already did kick back into shit. I forget his name now, but the other Grasshopper. So there were 4 deluxe Insecticons. This will give us 3 of them. I don't know if they'll ever do Venom. They might not be allowed to call it Venom anymore because of Marvel, so I don't know.
I mean, they could still make them, just use a different name.
Or just call it like Decepticon Venom or something. They do that when they can't keep the name. So we'll see. If they're doing this many of them, I would hope that they finish them off. But someone in the chat, what is... Oh, Venom was part of today's... Maybe I just didn't get there yet. All right. I'm just getting ahead of myself. But somebody... Ransack. I figured it out. Never mind. Ransack was the other Grasshopper from Kickback. And then the last one is Knockout and Windsweeper. Now, apparently Windsweeper was like a late G1 Decepticon jet. I have no idea what Knockout's going to be. I tried to look it up. Knockout, obviously the Knockout you know from Prime, which doesn't really fit here at all because everything else is G1. G1 Knockout was like a Micromaster or something. So I don't know what this is going to be. We'll have to see. I don't know. I really don't know. But that's going to be the Amazon stuff. Over here on the right, I think that was all part of one, and then this was part of another story. But so this is from TF1, B127, which is, you know, Bumblebee's Cybertronian name from the Bumblebee movie. So I guess that's T-phone. It does. It sounds like, you know, come to Walmart and get a really low wireless plan from T-phone.
I didn't know they still sold track phones and shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's track phone.
Nice.
But anyway, so that's the new animated movie TF1 that's happening next year or whenever that is. I don't know. Then we have Studio Series A-level Deluxe Dev Optimus Prime. So I'm guessing that is Dev for Devastation. Because
I thought he became a computer developer.
yeah. He's coding. So that's my guess, because obviously they've been doing Gamer Edition stuff with the War for Cybertron, and so my guess is that's Devastation. So it's probably just like a cell shaded prime. It's probably, some prime they already have, maybe even the Earthrise one. I don't know. But then cell shaded for Devastation. So TF7 Double Punch. I don't know what that is. TF7 is Rise of the Beasts, I think. Preteen Optimus he's developing. Yeah, he's got a training bra and everything. I don't know. I really don't.
Windows.
Yeah, he's got it over the windows are they're smaller windows.
Right.
Studio Series Double Punch. I really don't know. It sounds like a gorilla or something, maybe, but Bayverse Double Punch. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know what that's going to be. If anyone knows, please tell me. Oh, it's the Japanese name for Scorponok. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so probably that Scorponok they just did the purple Scorpion in the Studio Series, probably a repaint of that. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, chat.
So this falls under we're just going to do some dumb shit.
Yeah, basically, we made this mold and we need to get our money out of it, so.
Okay.
Oh, Blade Raider also says Double Punch is an Action Master Scorpion. Okay, so yeah, so more than likely a Scorponok repaint. Thank you, chat. TF3 Hatchet, so that would be Dark of the Moon. I think that's one of those like black SUVs.
Okay. Oh, good, another Bumblebee.
Yeah, so Hatchet was, so there were those 3 black SUVs, and Hatchet was the one that turned into like the 4-legged beast. Mm-hmm. So that could actually be pretty cool. I could be into that.
Why was the old Legion class or Commander class figure? Why was that one a jet that turned into a cat thing?
I don't know, man.
Oh, okay.
The one that leaked with Earth Mode Hound. Okay.
Movie 6 Bumblebee.
Yeah, so that's going to be Bumblebee from the Bumblebee movie. I don't know. Then you get 86 Perceptor. That's just another reissue, so they can get that out there for people. Then T-Phone Starscream. Put them in your 5. It'll be great. So then TF3Q.
Oh, that's Wheeljack.
Wheeljack?
Right? The dude gave Sam the grappling hook.
Yeah. The weird looking Einstein guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a creepy looking dude. I don't know. He had so many teeth.
I like for the longest time I thought that was teeth, but now I'm starting to think was that like a mustache? Was that what they were going for?
Oh, let me look at it again.
Because it looked gross. It didn't look good.
I don't know. Either way, it's a creepy looking dude. So anyway, Q, hooray! I assume that's like a nod to Q from James Bond, but I don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
But then the big news: Studio Series Deluxe 86 Bone Crusher. So they are redoing the Constructicons.
Oh, good.
The original ones were not bad, but they weren't the best. Long Haul, especially in my opinion, because he had to have the hips for the main robot, and so that really threw off his robot mode considerably. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see what they do with this. I mean, Magic Square has done a pretty amazing Devastator instead of Constructicons. So if they want to steal something from them, because sometimes they look to third party, like that's kind of how they came up with Menasor. So I don't know, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see what this is, but it looks like they're going to be sold individually. So, tracking them down will be fun instead of just buying them all in one go. But they'll probably do a gift set later if I had to guess. But Then we're doing 86 Jazz package refresh. That's nothing new there. Then 86 Scavenger, also a deluxe. So I guess they'll all be deluxe. I thought I saw something earlier where they were different sizes, but I don't know. Because Bone Crusher is an arm and Scavenger is a leg. Or no, I'm sorry. Scavenger is the other arm. I'm thinking of Scrapper. So maybe the arms are both deluxes. I don't know. That'll be interesting. And then Deluxe War for Cybertron Autobot Soldier. So I'm guessing that's just like an army builder, cannon fodder type of guy. So,
see the one that gets crushed by Megatron after the tutorial level?
I mean, maybe. You know,
that'd be fun.
That absolutely could be. All right, so next we get so much more text. Oh my god, it's so much text. So Transformers TF4, that was the Dinobots one, Age of Extinction.
Sure.
Widowmaker. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Let me Google this. Age of Extinction Widowmaker. A minor antagonist. Yeah, okay. Give me a picture. Oh god, what the hell is this? It just looks like a person with a tail.
Oh, was that? Oh no, this is Transformers 4.
Yeah, you're thinking of the one in the dorm room, the second one.
Yeah.
That's its
That's
own
what
nightmare.
you described.
This is I don't know what this is. It looks like
Widowmaker was the original concept art for Stinger, which was a fembot. I don't know who any of these people are.
I know Stinger. They did Stinger back in like the first wave of Studio Series because I don't think he ever had a toy before. That's why they did him first. This just looks like I don't even know. Like one of the Borg or something with a tail. I don't know. It's very strange.
Oh, so, okay. So it's just they're doing concept art stuff.
Stinger was the evil red Bumblebee in AOE.
Oh.
Okay. Well, I'm sure it'll be a Bumblebee repaint of some kind. They love to do that.
Speaking of repaints,
yeah, War for Cybertron Skywarp. That's a no-brainer. Obviously, they just did Starscream, so that makes total sense. Then they're doing Voyager, Optimus Prime from Rise of the Beast. I guess the Target exclusiveness ran out because he was a Target exclusive, so it makes total sense to put him in the regular, package refresh and get him out there again. But this is exciting. War for Cybertron Ironhide. I'm excited for that. A new War for Cybertron mold, so that'll be good. I would assume that gets turned into Ratchet at some point because, of course, it will.
Mm-hmm.
Studio Series Voyager TF1 Sentinel Prime. Sure. Again, we haven't seen anything from that movie. War for Cybertron Thundercracker. Again, makes total sense. So here we go. So here's Voyager 86 Scrapper and Mixmaster. So the two legs are bigger than the arms, which I guess makes sense. You need a stack base for this robot mode. So that'll be interesting. I'm hoping it's a situation where maybe the robots will still be the same size, but maybe there's some kind of extra piece that has to be put in the box. That's why it's a Voyager that you need like to clip it into for the combined robot kind of a thing. Because I really don't want a team where they're all wildly different sizes. You know what I mean? Like in the show, they were all the same size, and I feel like if you're going to redo them, you should keep that. Because even the original one they did for Combiner Wars was a set of 6 Voyagers, so they were all the same.
They could just
size.
compact with some shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said. Like I'm hoping. Good to see you're paying attention.
No, I wasn't.
I know. I caught on. But yeah, I'm hoping it's like because that's how kind of like the Magic Square ones worked, where there was like a waist piece. You know what I mean? Like a waist and thighs that you couldn't do anything with them when they were separate, but that's how you clip them in and put it all together. So we'll see.
What if they're the same size and they just came with some shit?
I never thought about that. That's smart. So then leader class Ape Link. That says Ape. Oh, it's just spelled. I thought it said Apeling, but I think it's spelled with a Q. So that's going to be a leader class Optimus repaint. That's a no-brainer as well. TF4 Optimus Prime. Okay, they're doing an Optimus from Age of Extinction. Okay. And then Shockwave from Dark of the Moon. Okay. And then they're doing an 86 Grimlock package refresh, which I think will make a lot of people happy because everyone's complaining how much that's going for on the aftermarket. And I'm like, why didn't you buy it when it came out? Like, it was around for a long time when it came out. But I guess people didn't buy it. And I mean, plus there's 100 repaints of it at this point. But if you want an original G1, this will be your opportunity to pick that up. It's a great figure. Whatever color scheme you want it in. Get it once, I think. But then over here, the big news, Studio Series Leader Class 86 Megatron, which I'm sure will not turn into a gun. So I'm very interested to see how they're going to do this, because with 86, they're trying to make it as, accurate as possible to the cartoon. The cartoon turned into a gun. So I have no idea how they're going to do this.
What if this Megatron transforms into a star screen that holds a gun? You ever think about that?
He becomes Starscream's entire arm with the gun molded in.
Yeah.
Where do we hide the blue? So I don't know. But then we're also getting an 86 Galvatron, which I can only assume is probably going to be like maybe a lighter purple Galvatron or maybe a darker purple. I don't know. I just feel like please just don't repaint the damn Kingdom one again, because that, I swear to God, that is still at my Target. Like I just saw it the other day because they got in some of the more recent ones, and of course those sold immediately. And then in the back, there's still one original Legacy Leader Class Galvatron, which was already a repack of the Kingdom one. And I'm just like, that's been sitting there for like 2 years, going on 3. So we'll see. I don't know what Leader Class 86 Galvatron is going to be, but it would not surprise me if it's just a repaint. I really hope it's something different, but we'll see. Studio Series 86, hope you like Siege Megatron, Blade Raider says. I really hope it's not.
Finally. I awaken.
Yeah, you'll like some of this stuff. So another core class Beast Wars Dinobot. They're just kind of all over the place with this scale stuff, but have a Beast Wars Dinobot for your core class. Sure Shot is back. So previously these first 2 listings had disappeared, and now they're back, which I'm very excited about because Sure Shot's the last of the 3 Autobot Target Masters. So please give me that. Deluxe Class G2 Breakdown. They're finally getting back to the G2 Stunticon repaints. It's been a minute. I'm surprised that, and this maybe it will, but it's in the Legacy universe, so maybe it's just normal release. But I'm surprised it's not part of like a Walmart exclusive line or something. But either way, more G2 Stunticons. And then Corey, Armada Wheeljack. Woo! There he is. Yes, it will be that toy repainted. But that's fine. I mean, that's good.
Okay, so they made the Minicon,
right?
But I assume this deluxe class figure will not come with the Minicon. So it's
I don't know.
This...
I don't know.
What are we doing?
They did make it, and why wouldn't they repaint it? Here's the thing. Maybe because it's just a repaint, they can sneak it in, and he'll have like no other accessories. But then you'd want him to have the 2 like mace things. See, I don't know. everything that you already have everything you would want in your hand. It's just the wrong color.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how they're going to take that and put it in a box for like $5 less. I don't know.
This came out last year, so it'll take them 2 years to get to the thing that they pre-tooled this for.
The only thing I can think of is because they've already spent all the cost to make that, maybe there's a chance they put it all in the box at the same price because it's a repaint. Do you know what I mean? It's not a brand new.
Right.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I would not be surprised if some aspect doesn't make it, whether it's the Minicon or it's the 2 missile accessories. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I really don't know. But it's coming. Some version of it is coming, so that's good. They're also doing a package refresh for Cosmos.
And
which again, there's a lot of package refresh going on here, which is good. I'm glad that people are getting what they want, but I also feel like that's a lot of spots being taken up by package refresh. So I don't know. But Cosmos was one of those ones that was like really hard to find for people. So hopefully this makes it a little easier. Although people were randomly finding them at Ross recently for like $8. So nothing makes sense. We got Dirge previously. Now we're getting Ramjet. So that was previously an Amazon 2-pack that was very hard for people to get. So they re-released Dirge. Now they're re-releasing Ramjet singly. And then they're re-releasing Tarn as well. So like you can skip this whole wave of Voyagers if you already have both of these. But I guess Tarn, someone was telling me Tarn is going up on the aftermarket now. I didn't think he was hard to find at all, but apparently he was. I remember a lot of them sitting at my Target. But yeah, so they're doing Tarn again. And then Leader G1 Overcharge, and I don't remember what Overcharge is. I'm going to look it up real quick. Okay, this is a repaint of Blitzwing. So that's less exciting, but G1 Blitzwing from back in, was he regular Legacy? I think there's one of those at my Target as well, too. I think there's a Blitzwing and a Galvatron. But he's like a green and white repaint of Blitzwing. So I say wait for a sale on that one. But and then the last thing on this side is Galaxy Shuttle, which was part of that Overdrive Walmart subline. That's getting a package refresh as well. So the stuff that was like Walmart exclusive, I get a little bit more because that was harder to get. But I mean, this whole wave is like repaints and repacks, with the exception of like Sure Shot. Like everything else is something that they have already. And then again, I don't know if these are all going to be in the same wave together. I'm just everything on this left side of the page here. Oh, okay. Azure is saying that the left panel is a wave 5 they made up at the last minute, which is why it's mostly refreshes because they were only supposed to have 4 waves. Okay, well then that makes a little bit more sense. So it's kind of a bonus, like a, hey, while we're getting the next thing ready, here's some refreshes and stuff in case people missed it. All right, that makes a little bit more sense. So now moving on over here, I believe this starts the next, like we had Legacy Evolution, and Legacy United. This is going to start whatever the next, whatever you want to call it, the next group of 3 or whatever they're calling, it just says Transformers Generations. So I don't know if, although I guess they all say Generation Prime. So maybe that's what it's called. I don't know. But you have a Deluxe Solus Prime, which, okay. But then you get Deluxe Air Raid. So they are redoing the aerial bots, which is fantastic. I'm really hoping that they do something similar to the Stunticons, where it's not just like Combiner Wars. Like there's some kind of frame aspect. Like Motormaster's trailer became the frame and everything plugged onto that. maybe they could do something with Silverbolt where he comes with like a launch pad or a little base or something that could become the frame, and then everything just pegs onto that. So we'll see how that goes. But you're getting Air Raid and Fireflight. Deluxe Animated Wasp is just going to be a repaint of Animated Bumblebee. And then there's Alchemist Prime. So there's a bunch of primes. I guess that's a theme. So maybe because it's Generation Prime, there's some kind of prime thing. Maybe that'll be like we've had Weaponizers and the Rock guys has been like the little theme-ish type thing of the line. So maybe the primes is something like that. Now it does say Deluxe Swindle. I'm sorry, I skipped over Crasher. Crasher is the GoBot that was part of the Walmart thing. That's getting a package refresh. So it says Swindle. I kind of find it hard to believe that they would be doing the Constructicons in the Studio Series and the aerial bots here and then start another combiner. So this could just be Swindle from Cyberverse or animated. He's appeared in several different shows, but he also doesn't have a qualifier. Like usually like it says Animated Wasp, it doesn't say Animated Swindle. So I don't know. I mean, to start 3 combiners at the same time is ambitious. I'm not going to say no to it. But that seems like a lot. So I don't know. We'll see. Micronus, I think, is another prime. There's Venom. So we got Deluxe Venom. That's our last Deluxe Insecticon. Skydive and Slingshot are 2 more aerial bots. Voyager Prima is another one of the prime things. I don't know what that is. And then Corey, stay with me. Voyager Armada Red Alert.
Ooh, hell yeah. Is that going to be the one that we thought it was earlier? The Jurassic Park? Josh Perry?
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know if that was big enough. I guess that was big enough for a Voyager. I don't know. It was kind of in between a Deluxe and a Voyager. But maybe that would allow him to come with a Minicon. I don't know. Just guessing.
We'll see. I don't know. I'm not holding out hope anymore.
Yeah, the Minicons are being handled very strangely. So we'll see. But yeah, we're getting some more Armada stuff after a little bit of a break. I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to make it out of that Jurassic Park Ford Explorer, because I feel like that's kind of a similar, like you could retool that maybe. But time will tell. So we'll see how that goes. Next slide.
Oh my god, okay.
I think this is it. This might be the end of it. Voyager Rescue Bots Heatwave. So we're getting our 3rd Rescue Bots representation. That is the fire truck. Going to be bigger than the other 2. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Car Robots Skybite. Continuing continuing the car robots. The other thing is, if they do, if Swindle really is a G1 Swindle and they're starting Combaticons, I'm sure they'll eventually do G2 repaints. But I also want them to do the repaints from car robots, because that would tie in really nicely. You'd have Skybite. We already have Black Convoy. We're getting Godfire Convoy from the HasLab. So if you are doing Combaticons, repaint them as Balaldicus or whatever the hell his name was in Car Robots Ruination in Rid. Because they did that a while ago with the Combiner Wars ones, but it was really hard to get and it was expensive. So you got a whole Car Robots thing going, and do the next HasLab as whatever Galvatron or Megatron, whatever he was called. Gigatron, that's what he was called. I think it would be fun if they just kind of keep going through these random series and giving us like the main hero and the main villain like they did with Star Saber and Deathsaurus, and then do Godfire Convoy and Gigatron, and then you can keep moving on down the line. I don't know what Voyager Flatline is. Oh, I skipped over Alpha Trion. I think that's just another prime thing. I don't know what Flatline is. Does anyone know what Flatline is in the chat here? I guess I could try
It's a
to.
dead Optimus Prime.
He's a medic, but he's not very good, so they don't send him in very often. Let's see, G1 Flatline. Okay, he looks to be a Decepticon, I'm guessing, maybe? He looks Decepticon-ish. And he turns into a kind of armored car-looking thing. I don't know.
That's fine.
Actually, that could be something that they would make out of Armada Hotshot, or I'm sorry, Armada Red Alert.
Oh, okay.
So no, maybe he is an Autobot. He is an Autobot. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know what that is. We'll see. Background guy in IDW, a Red Alert. See, Azure agrees with me. Red Alert retool. So there you go.
Oh, okay. I'll take
Then they're doing Leader Class The Fallen. I'm assuming this ties into the Prime thing because The Fallen, I think, was a Prime that went evil, like Ultraman Belial. But then here we go. Leader Class G2 Grimlock. That should be the blue one. So if you're keeping track at home, the original G1 Grimlock, now this G2 Grimlock, the yellow G2 Grimlock, the Trypticon Shattered Glass Grimlock, and the one they just released or showed us in the comic packaging. That is 5 Leader Class Grimlocks that they have put out or will put out. And that's insane. That's $250 worth of Grimlock. So that's a lot of Grimlock. But I probably will get this one because that was the one I had as a kid. I kind of missed the original. Like G2 was where I lived because that's what I had access to. Like I watched the cartoon as a kid, but I didn't really have the G1 toys until the very tail end of it. So when G2 came around, that was my way to get all the like original season 1 guys. So the navy blue G2 Grimlock was the one that I had. So I would probably have to get this. And then Leader Class Onyx Prime, again, something tying into that Prime theme that's going on with this line. So there are no Dinobots, only Grimlock. Yeah, it seems that way. But yeah, that's it. So that was a lot of text, but that should be a lot. I mean, that should be most of.
It sure was.
No, I'm saying the Transformer stuff that we just went through should be a lot of basically the rest of this year and a decent chunk of 2025. So Transformers for the rest of the next year and a half. So there you go.
Don't worry. Since this all was text, I'm going to forget all of it.
Yeah, you probably will. And that's fine. And that's the thing. When the pictures happen, it makes it more real for sure, like 100%. But it's neat to know what's happening or what's coming to get excited for. So, and I feel like there's a decent mix. I mean, yes, it's fairly G1 heavy, but the studio series has a smattering of the other movies. United has some animated. It has some Armada in there, so that's kind of cool.
That's the thing. I thought we were starting strong with Armada, and now it's just like drip feeding us Armada every now and again.
Yeah, well, the thing is, they can't just do nothing but Armada for like a whole wave because it's not.
Oh, I'm not saying for a whole wave. I'm, just like.
Well, I look at it this way. I think Prime did very well and was a damn good toy. I think Megatron did meh, Plus, you're getting Tidal Wave. Don't forget about Tidal Wave.
Yeah.
We got 2 versions of Hot Shot. I'm honestly surprised it's taken them this long to pull the trigger on Starscream repaints. That's what surprises me the most. But I don't think that did very well. I think, honestly, that was
I don't know. This one sucks.
That's what I was going to say. It was probably the weakest of what they've done new. It's a shame. But yeah, the way the arms like slide on that pin, it's not that great.
Yeah. And my head never like sits straight. It's always off kilter.
We're talking about the toy, Corey. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
But yeah, no, it definitely, it could definitely be better. And the Star Saber was kind of less than exciting that they packed. Like I appreciate they packed in something, you know what I mean, but they really could go back and revisit that for sure. I feel like that would make a great core class. Well, would it be too big for core class? Three minicons? I guess they used to do 2 in the core class scale, huh? But it's not really big enough for a deluxe. I don't know. Maybe they could do like the sword and shield as like a 6-pack and call that a Voyager. That would probably work.
Or you could stuff a whole bunch of them, like the Skyboom Shield guys with Smokescreen, and call that a whole pack. Just like how they did Skywarp in those 2 minicons, or 2 Target Master guys.
See, I think the perfect place to do minicons would just be make them Hasbro Pulse, because then you can make whatever damn price you want. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right. Yeah, no,
if it's just a box that you're putting together and you're selling it online, you don't have to adhere to a price point because the stores are the ones that want those price points. So you could just be like, here's our Armada minicon set. It's the sword, the shield, it's Sparkplug for Optimus, it's Leader 1, it's Swindle for Starscream, and just be like, you know, here's 10 minicons, $50, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Because they did that. They did a Micromaster pack. Wasn't that on Pulse? It was like all repaints, but they did
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was a 10-pack, and they just put that on Pulse. Or maybe that was even in stores. I don't know. But I think you could do that, because you could do a 10-pack, and you could even put a 10-pack of minicons in the leader class price point, and I think you'd be all right. If you figure they're about $5 a piece, I think that's fair. But we'll see. They need to do something. They should have put a bunch in with
Tidal Wave.
Tidal Wave. That would have been the easiest thing to do. But
yeah. Oh well.
Blade Raider saying no new Beast Wars. I feel like they did Beast Wars pretty solidly.
We got the core class, Cheetor.
Yeah, he's not even on that list, and he's out already. So I don't know. Oh, the 10-pack was a Target exclusive. Okay, I knew they did it.
Oh, okay.
So do it again. I don't care. Make it Target exclusive. I'll buy it. That's true. They're also doing an Armada Galvatron. We saw that on the Tidal Wave box. That's a good reminder there, Daniel. Thank you. So there's Armada for you. All right, buddy. It's around. I wanted more Energon. All I got is a little Megatron. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's fair. That's fair. No, you're right.
I would love for them to do core class. Like, just you want to commit to everything Energon is going to be core class, I'm fine with that. Give me a core class Ironhide and a core class Jetfire, and they can combine together. I'm in. Like, that's fine. I'm totally down for that. And we know they can do stuff like that because they just did the core class Dinobot combiner, so they can give them a third mode. So I'm like, just make it, even if it's like, okay, Ironhide can only be pants. I don't care. They don't have to have both configurations if it makes it easier. Like, I don't care about that.
Can only be pants.
You are relegated to pants only, my friend. I just think that would be so cool to do.
Oh, for sure.
Do all of Energon and core class, and then do like a $40 core class box set for Prime and his trailer.
Genuinely, when I was a kid and had my allowance, I only bought Legends Plus. So to have like a full spread of all the actual kit, not just like the main 5, I want like all of them.
And that's what I wanted with G1, and they did it for a little bit.
Not they didn't get too far.
No, and even some of the Ratchet and the Ironhide, they could have been better. Like, I still bought them, and that's fine. But honestly, Magic Square, I can't preach it enough. I know it's pricier, but it's the scale you want, and it's so good. And they're intricate, so they feel worth the money. Like, they're not, you know how core classes. Yeah. You're done.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Blade Raider said kicker retool of Noah. I'm down for it. That could work.
Could it?
It could. I mean, it would have to be decently extensive, but it.
Okay. I feel like at that point, just make a new toy.
I mean, I guess, yeah. But he could fit in the price point for sure.
Yeah. I just think there's nothing of Noah's figure that you could keep and make it
Well, I mean, I guess you'd have to throw away the whole backpack and turn that into like a bike or something because you rode a bike around.
No. All right.
Anyway, yeah. So we got an hour and 40 minutes. I'm proud of us for 3 of us.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah, and you really only had 2 of us at the end there.
You collect Transformers.
I was on BBTS.
I love Transformers. It's a wall of text, so there's not really a lot to talk about.
It would obviously be more exciting if there were pictures, but I mean, there will be eventually.
Yeah. All right, cool, guys. That's our show that we did.
We did.
Any clips? Any?
Yeah. Do we have any clip requests? Can I see the full one of the guy, the LARPer, in the crime scene? Do we have that?
We were in the middle of our tournament where my friend John said he found a body in the bushes over there. I ran over there because I'm a healing monk to try and help, but obviously my magic wasn't strong enough because the dude's body was missing a head. So my friend decided to try and use a necromancer spell, which didn't work, which I knew it wouldn't. And apparently we contaminated the crime scene because that spell uses a lot of glitter.
The best part about that video is it just gets better and better and better as it goes. So it's like, we found a body. I tried to heal it because I'm a monk. That's already ridiculous. But it didn't work because he doesn't have a head. Even better. And then my friend's a necromancer. But he contaminated the crime scene with glitter. It just keeps building on itself. Every joke is even better than the last. Oh my god. I love that so much. Oh, we got the usual request for the Master Morpher. Dealer's choice, which one you use.
Well, we'll do the regular one.
I think Jason is the Master Morpher.
Classics are classic for a reason. Oh goodness.
Also, I wanted to mention this a long time ago. Remember when you did the Jeopardy or the Geo Party game for this show?
Aresol did it.
Geo!
That one, right?
I did not remember that, but all right.
Okay. Well, there was in the middle of it, when Aresol and I were working on it, we were like, oh, what if we do the daily double and make it look like double? No. What if instead of daily double, which would be the easy one, we'll throw them off and do this instead?
Geo! Soon!
And he got no reaction when it happened. I watched it back. No,
because we were probably confused. We didn't know what the hell was going on.
Throughout the entire like creation process of that, my mindset was, what's the dumbest possible thing we could do in this situation?
Sure. Yeah.
And daily Geo 2 makes no goddamn sense. So let's do it.
But I do love that the background is so obviously double,
Yeah.
like the colors and everything. So that's what you think is coming, and then it's like, nope, Geo 2. I just don't even remember any of that. Apparently, I blocked that all, or I don't know what happened.
Because the whole thing was Geo Party, and I was like, okay, Jeopardy.
Right.
And then so that's how that happened. I was I was so sad when I watched it back because I made that graphic specifically to throw you off.
Yeah, we probably just didn't understand what was happening at the time.
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, geez. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this fabulous Friday evening. Hopefully, you had fun listening to me read you text, and we'll see you guys hopefully next weekend, and hopefully we'll have a higher percent of Geek. We'll see how it goes. But until then, enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good night.
Bye, everyone.